in this case, I guess I'll have Scotch. It's the closest thing. Thank you. Oh. You're complimenting my dress. This dress doesn't normally get that much attention. It's kind of a uniform for me. Oh, in my line of work, I sometimes travel, and black seems to fit in just about anywhere. I suppose it does fit me rather well, seeing as I mostly work out of the underworld. What? No, I'm not a bartender at the club in Camden. I'm talking about the literal underworld. You might know as Tartarus, Tuonela, hell. Did you just ask me if I work for Hades? If I work for Hades. Oh, you remember Hades, the pathetic thief. But you've forgotten that it's a woman who brings you into this world, and a female deity who brings you out of it. Mortal, you know me. Remember? Oh, no, we haven't actually met. No, not that you would remember me if you had, but if you know any of the old stories, you know my name. But then again, why would you? You haven't died. So you haven't had the opportunity to meet me properly yet. Oh, I know you. I've known you long before you stepped into this dive bar and brought me a drink. I've known you since before you took your first breath. 3 days before you were born, my sisters and I convened. Some say that we are more powerful than any pantheon of gods. Hades, even Zeus, had to yield to our demands. My younger sisters planned and wove the tapestry of your life, deciding how you would spend your days. My younger sisters. They're the ones who are described as being beautiful. And I'm the one who's described as being grave. Perhaps it is because it is I who decides your death. I who cuts the thread of your life with my abhorred shears. I am on the deciding end of many pitiful attempts at bargaining. And no wealth, no land, no silver or gold will prevent me from cutting and making sure the underworld claims your soul. Now, because of this, humans have described me as being inflexible. Or as the inevitable. Do they even take a second to consider just how difficult my job is and how necessary? Someone has to do it. Some deaths are messy and loud. But, all right, okay, I might have gone a little bit overboard in the medieval period and ancient Rome. I can live with that. Sometimes in death, I can make heroes, heroines, even other gods. I have witnessed the best and the worst of the human race. Sometimes it's only I that can make pain cease and offer the ultimate form of absolution. I have embraced the elderly, the infirm, and yes, the occasional infant. Don't look at me like that. Not everyone can be the goddess of love, or the goddess of the hearth and home like Vesta, and admit it, sometimes Aphrodite can be worse than death. A broken heart can sting worse than any cut from my blades. And in the eons of history, I have never ever forgotten to cut off a mortal life. That's 4.5 billion years without a workplace accident. Do I get Employee of the Month? No. Do I get a cool Marvel movie made about me? No. Am I greeted with anything but absolute revulsion? Absolutely not. So, instead of viewing me as being cruel, why not say I'm well organised? That I'm dedicated to my job, that I'm a detail-oriented perfectionist. After all, death can be the pièce de résistance, not just the coup de grace. Consider, when I had a poacher in South Africa, were killed and eaten by the lions he was hunting. I mean, it's always good to use the materials that are on hand. Ruminate on when I had the owner of the Segway company die after he drove off a cliff while riding a Segway. Contemplate how I had a man drown in the pool during a Lifeguard Association meeting. I'm not a total party pooper. I have a sense of style. Speaking of style, it's my round. It's time we met properly. Ooh. You don't believe me. You fool. You think you can just walk out of here and return to the banality of evil, although you mortals now call that Tinder. You thread some around me. It's time for you to see who I truly am. Now, would you prefer to be run over as you step off the curb when you leave this bar, or choked to death on that olive in your martini? Oh, it won't hurt much. It will feel like the briefest, tiniest